Hey YouTube, Halo Guy here. Yesterday we got some news on the current update for the MCC. Lots of cool additions to the game, so let's just jump straight into it. If you guys remember last year, YAPYAP The Destroyer got into the Halo Wars 2 game files and wreaked havoc on the game's settings, and basically just made a limited time super crazy fun experience for players. Well, the same thing has happened to the MCC as of yesterday. If you go over to the social section of the MCC and select Halo 2 Classic as your game, you'll see there's a selection to play a game mode called the Yapping. And in here you can play a bunch of wacky modes. These modes include Head Pop Party, which is basically a SWAT game mode but with one key difference. The grunt buff to skull is enabled, which if you don't know what that is, it means that when you get a headshot, you hear cheering and confetti will burst out of the player that you kill. So that's pretty cool. Second on the list is the Yapping War Games, which is a Fiesta game mode but with the malfunction and recession skills enabled. The malfunction skills means that when you spawn, a random element of your HUD will be disabled. So that could be your motion sensor, your shield status, your ammo count, just anything on your HUD that you basically need to keep track of. And as for the recession skill, that means that every time you fire your weapon, 2 rounds will disappear from your magazine instead of just 1. So you'll need to be scavenging weapons from your fallen enemies and teammates if you want enough ammo to survive. Next on the list we have the Brute Shoot, which is standard Slayer but with brute shots, as you could probably expect. Except the Bandana and the Sputnik skill are activated. Bandana will give players a bottomless clip, so reloading isn't necessary, but the fun comes from Sputnik. This will give the physics a weird magnification, meaning that explosions will send objects and players flying across the map. We then have Methane Mosh Pit, which is King of the Hill but with one stationary hill. Players spawn with needlers and survive a lot of damage. Once again, the Bandana and Sputnik skills are activated, so super combine explosions will shoot players off of the hill but won't actually kill them. Next up is YAPYAP Ballgame, which is an oddball variant of rocket launchers. Players appear to have more health than normal with the Sputnik skill activated as well, so it's possible to launch yourself and other players around the map with the explosions. And finally, which is my favourite, we have Beamish Bonzana. This one is insane. It's a BTB SWAT Vehicle Fiesta mesh with every player having active camo and spawning with BRs in a random secondary weapon. However, invisible players will still appear on the radar. Now, this is just an insane lineup of new game modes, and I had a blast trying them all out. That is the gameplay you're seeing in the backgrounds, so in case you were wondering what's actually going on there, that's what that is. So for playing during this event, you'll actually get some cool new nameplates as a reward. The first nameplate is the YAPYAP The Destroyer nameplate, and to get this, you need to participate in 7 matches of the Yapping playlist. So pretty easy to get, you shouldn't have any problems doing that. The second one is the Shut Your Yap nameplate. This one will be a bit rarer. To get this, you need to headshot a total of 250 grunts on heroic or higher difficulty, either in campaign or Spartan Ops. I'm pretty sure it can be any campaign, since Spartan Ops, there's no Halo 2 Spartan Ops. So, just headshot 250 grunts and this is the nameplate you will get. I'll definitely be going for both of these nameplates as they are looking pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. I actually have some non-Yapping related updates to the game, and these are the updates I was most happy for, as it just makes the game a lot more functional. First up, we have new loading screens when loading into games. The brand new multiplayer loading screen looks like this. As you can see, you now get the map name, primary weapon, time limit, score to win, gamer tags of the people you're playing with, the server you're connecting to, which by the way I'm really happy for as a UK player because I'm pretty sure I've been connecting to the US servers as my games have been pretty, I wouldn't say laggy, but there's like a weird delay for quite a few milliseconds. It just doesn't feel right, and that's really caused me not to play as much MCC as I would like to. We also have the game type description as well. You also have your standard tips that everyone knows anyway, that seems to be in games these days for some reason. But overall I'm super happy with the new loading screens. The campaign loading screen also have some changes. You'll now see the mission name, the difficulty you're playing as, how many skills are turned on, who's in the game, the description of the mission, the loading state, and once again some really helpful tips in case you don't know anything about Halo, in which case Who are you? Finally, we have some network changes, which is going to update the tick rate of the servers to 60Hz, which is huge for the game, as this means the tick rate is now in sync with the frame rate. If you don't know, the tick rate is the rate at which the server updates new information. So in this case, it's now 60 times every single second, which is in line with the 60 FPS these games run at. Previously, we had a 30Hz tick rate and a 60 frame per second, meaning your screen was updating more times than the game was updating information to the server, so that caused some really weird things to happen, especially in Halo 3 with the projectile weaponry. There's also a bunch of patch notes down there you can go and check out, but the main thing I noticed in the patch notes is that you can enable skills in custom games for Halo 2 Classic, so hopefully this is a feature that will become available for other games in the collection, but for now it is just Halo 2. But that's pretty much it for this update, guys. Leave down in the comments if you're excited to jump on and play, and if you've already done so, then tell me what you think about all the changes. Were they good, bad, or necessary? Let me know down below. As always, my Twitter link is in the description, so go follow me on there. Like the video if you enjoyed, it helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe with notifications if you haven't already to get the latest videos as soon as they go live. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good one.